time, man. Dude. So shoutouts to that building. Shoutouts to the Double D experience. I'm sure that podcast is pretty good. You should definitely check it out. You should just stop, listen to it right now. Turn off the stream. No, don't do that. We actually got some pretty exciting matches coming up your way for you. Namely, Nevermore Rivers and Noot. Not the actor Noot. Not the commentator Noot. Not the wrestling fan Noot. But the other Noot, who also plays the same character. I still think that's wild. But anyway.
You're blowing your mind still. Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, it's not like a ton of people play Dedede, I guess, and let alone their names being Noot.
Way more common on Wi-Fi, that's for sure.
What I will tell you, though, is Dedede has been a popular character in these top 8, so I'll have to go back and let you know exactly how many they've been in. But it's been a lot, including Noot's. Noot was just making top 8, whether it be last week or the week before. I believe taking either 5th or 7th. In either case, pretty solid performer here. And then outside of Noot, there's been Guerrero and a couple other Dededes that come through here and play pretty well. But Rivers has also been coming through here, playing pretty well just about every week, as he is partnered with this weekly. So, you know, until someone's able to actually beat him, this is what it's going to be. And here we go, getting claps into an up smash. That is the classic.
I was going to say, twice in a row like that. That was beautiful, my friend. He knew that he had to do it a second time there to just get enough percent and then turn the direction around like it was a Palu Nair mid-combo or a Rob player or something like that. Beautiful stuff on the part of Rivers, and even beautiful more stuff on the part of Noot, I should say. But more beautiful stuff, I should say. Just waiting patiently, calling him out with that up smash, knowing he was going to dive right into him. Crazy stuff. Yeah, those down tilt resets that you see from Rivers are just so beautiful, man. He knew he didn't have the percents and just wanted one more, you know. So he's just gonna do it, chase where you're going, and then just turn it around with the quick pivots, as you can actually do out of a dash in this game, as that backer is gonna take the stock. You were able to get instant turnaround down tilts in Smash 4 back in the day, but it was way harder because you couldn't cancel moves out of a dash as easily. Rivers is just up tilt finally takes the stock. Yep. Steamrolling right now on Noot.
I mean, Noot does find a stock at the very least, so not all for naught here. Okay. Let's hang out in shields.
Yeah. Noot had time to pluck out a free banana right there. You saw that?
Yep. I mean, that's the thing, dude. Once you see, I mean, it's pretty much any Diddy Kong, especially yours Diddy Kong, but once they just have banana in hand, like, you really got to be on the lookout for neutral because, like, that monkey kind of owns it, at least for a little while, especially against Dedede, man. Throw that thing out, it hits a Gordo, just taps it, all of a sudden now you got the Gordo on you, as well as that banana sitting on the stage, and this monkey flipping at you. Like, this does not look easy to handle as Dedede.
No.
You know, Wi-Fi be damned.
And Rivers is like really picking and choosing his moments to actually reflect the Gordo so well. He earned that game so solidly. You saw the way it's not Nintunis the opportunist. It's not Maverick the opportunist anymore, because that was back in Winners Finals. Or Winners Semis, I should say. It's Rivers the opportunist. Because he knows that when he's going to be able to get a free banana in places where a lot of other Diddies really wouldn't. Like, one of the things that DE players love to do is that they love to angle the Gordo up from far away and then suck it in with the inhale and, like, launch it back at them to increase the damage of it. Rivers he knows that that's what the character does. So instead of just, like, running towards him to see if he could get, like, some good pressure on him or just run right into the Gordo like so many, you know, lower level players would do, he sees that as an opportunity to get his win condition. He just runs over to the other side, stays on the platform, gets that banana, and then in that exact same situation where he throws the Gordo up and then inhales it back in, that's when he knows he actually has time to reflect it again right there, rather than just run back at it.
Yeah, Rivers is a really patient player, despite what it looks like, because like he is kind of all over as well in terms of like just staying on top of the opponent, but there is a lot of patience there and a lot of calculation in these button presses. Despite how many buttons it looks like he's hitting, they're all very calculated, including that, man. I think how many times taking out Noot with F smash to some capacity.
Nope. Yeah, you didn't point it out before, or we weren't able to point it out before, but we saw another situation where he was able to just chuck the banana back to get that Gordo. Reflect, but you know that because it wasn't an inhale situation, He saw him at the other side of the level, which up tilt, crazy way to take the stock right there. No lightning or nothing. He just saw that he was prepared for it. Like, Rivers doesn't go to reflect the Gordo until he actually, like, takes the options into account. Like, he sees, like, oh, is Noot prepared for it? Did he inhale this one, or is this one that he just launched out of, like, the hammer? Can I reflect this again? Is it strong enough? You know, like, he's... I know it doesn't look like it with the way he's oppressing Noot as you are wont to do against a DDD player, but for at least 60% of the part, I'd like to say, he is thinking about what he's doing here.
Yeah, I think so too. I just think you know, this is tough. This is not easy to like. Rivers is not an easy like player to handle.
No.
You know, especially if the tables are sort of slanted, not in your favor. Like then you have that layer on top of it. So you know, it's gonna take a lot of time to basically learn how to adjust to that. It's probably not enough time in a best of 5, honestly, even for that. But you know, Noot is definitely trying, doing the best he can. But like you know, those confirms, those banana confirms, they're just it's a lot to handle.
Yeah, they really are, man. It's just so... Oh, God,
very
shady-looking hitbox.
Yeah. Yep. But anyway,
Did he just jumping through that penguin like he eats them? I don't think that happens in nature, but, you know, definitely happens in the laws of Smash for sure. Let's take a look at that. Again, gonna eat that first forward smash to get off the level. Then makes his way back, puts the banana where he needs to. Oh, God.
Yeah,
See, that's the thing.
That shouldn't have been like that, but it was.
He's just so thick.
Dude, he's very thick.
He's very
He's
thick.
never
That's a
gonna
level
avoid
of...
something like that. Like, he's too thick. That's it.
That's what happens when you steal all the food
Yeah.
in Dreamland and eat it. That's what happens when you, like, try to race your arch rival. And instead of just being like, all right, let's race, you have to, it's a race to see who can eat the most food before they can get to the finish line. That's what happens.
Yeah, dude.
Except for whatever the last Kirby game was, or before Star Allies, where he just gets, like, ripped.
Yeah, Dedede may be a bit of a glutton, but
we still love him.
Yeah, we still love him. Okay.
Unless you don't, which a lot of people don't, actually.
That's true.
Unless they're Glenn. Like, really, you really don't like Dedede, or you just don't know how to fight the character, but whatever. Town City is the pick. I think the first time I personally have seen it tonight.
I think you're right. I don't think I've seen Town City once. I've been here all night.
All right, well. Didn't want to speak for you, Chris, but apparently I could have.
Should have.
Could have been like this first time we've seen it all night. Hey.
Yeah, I don't remember really seeing it in set 1. Oddly enough, I don't really see like Town City in general that much.
It's a very polarizing stage. It's a very, very polarizing stage because of its blast zones and its layout, you know what I mean? So you're only going to really see it in like in a lot of like certain matchups, or like player matchups, I should say, where they really like, I'll be like, oh, I want to kill off the side easier, or I want to live off the top longer, you know, or I want to be able to get like some weird cheese off the moving platforms.
that was good.
That inhale snipe. We get a caught hit marker on there.
Yeah, man, that was a really good play coming out from Noot. Dude, that was definitely a snipe. And managing to actually tack on some damage instead of just kind of trading that stock right after. So that is a really good, that bodes very well for me.
That it does.
Well, I mean, this is, you know, he could kill Rivers. I mean, if that up air hit, that probably would have been it.
I was going to say, this counter pick working out wonders for him so far. Damn near lapping Rivers in percent on his second stock.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll see Rivers do a lot of that too, kind of going for a poke, and might confirm, might not. Still looking for this first stock though. I don't know. I mean, Noot could totally die, which he does. Oh. There it is. Okay, that's what I was waiting to see before. So it does land the up air. Rivers still at a full stock deficit.
If you got a good disjoint like Dedede does in his hammers, you definitely got to take advantage of those when, I mean, not just in general, but you got to take advantage of those for, like, to call out Diddy's monkey flips, you know? It's like, it's so important, like, to be able to call out that move when you can, because, like, Diddy's going to use it to recover, sometimes in neutral, and if Diddy's ever using it to recover high and you have Dedede's up air, you should be fishing for that for sure. Off the top right here, though. And yeah, the way that Rivers also uses those down tilts is another immaculate thing as well that you mentioned before, as we slowly are trying to bring this game back. Forward smash not doing it yet. Another ledge situation here might seal the deal, though. Especially if he's able to get another weird down tilt reset, but no! Oh, he flips his head over at the wrong time and gets the extra lag, Chris.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, you definitely do. Oh my God, he flipped into it, dude. So that
Bro, he just did it.
Dude, Noot taking that game.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got those, like, heavy disjoints, man. You'd be surprised what moves you'd be able to use to call out Diddy's flip kick. And you'd also be very surprised to see which ones you actually can't use to do it.
I mean, honestly, kind
anyway.
of just caught Rivers mashing slightly.
Beautiful snipe to start out the game right there on the reflect. And then right here is just where it happened. Resets him off the level. Oh, God.
Jeez.
That was a very greedy monkey flip. I mean, I guess he just wasn't ready for it, was literally all that happened, because otherwise it wouldn't be like a very greedy monkey flip, because what's going to happen? He's going to get F-tilted, or he'll get up-tilted or something like that, and even though if those beat out the kick hitbox somehow, which they wouldn't, it's not going to kill him. That worked for the sole reason that a DDD forward smash right there was a crackhead option. Like, that was an insane call-out option to choose right there. Like, I'm gonna forward smash right here. Who would expect that? Dedede doesn't just randomly forward smash in neutral.
It may have been
wild.
It may have been just kind of like a prayer type of deal that kind of played as like, well, he's monkey flipping and he's kind of moving around all over me. Let me just throw this out and we'll see. And it totally worked out. Kind of needed something, and that was it, because otherwise he was looking at a 3-0. Rivers was closing in fast after being in quite a bit of a deficit. I think Noot basically recognized that and just went for it.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. You know, you got that long disjoint, able to call out the monkey flips. Just saw that he was doing it a lot for sure. That is one thing that a lot of, like, if you notice that a Diddy Kong is monkey flipping around a lot, think about if you have any moves that can beat out that can beat it out, at least from above it or below it. You know what I mean? And Didi's definitely got that in spades. So that's one of the reasons I think that Diddy is like not an easy character to play. You actually have to think when you do that, as that up B takes the stock, kamikaze right into him. You really got to think about when you throw out those monkey flips. You know what I mean? That's just one more. It's like this weird little burst option out of the corner, or just a raw option in neutral to be able to do. And one bad one can just spell such disaster for you, as that last game showcased. Yeah,
it's true, man. I mean, it's a really good move. It does have the luxury of sometimes being a grab, sometimes hitting, but there is some vulnerability to it. It's not like it's invincible or anything, but it does look like Rivers has found the footing once again for this game and might find himself in Grand sooner than later. I mean, Noot is now in a position where he's going to have to figure out yet again how to kind of put this monkey under wraps, I guess. Like, oh my God, dude. Jeez.
That was clean. That was really clean.
That was good. Interrupting.
C-drop banana into the back air. Wow.
Yeah, interrupting.
Yeah, you know, you can't
recovery.
catch.
Oh,
yeah, you can't stuff Dedede. Oh, what attack from Rivers. Oh my God, what is happening right now? Oh, wow. Oh my God, dude knew he's like, yo, today on I Shouldn't Be Alive. Definitely what Noot is feeling right now. My goodness.
It's
somehow
crazy
able to stay alive.
That banana actually seems to disrupt inhale like half the time. Oh yeah, man, that is the Rivers classic right there.
He's been doing that for years.
Yeah. Down throw, down air. He's gonna finish up that set. Rivers will be moving on the grand finals.
A good DI mix-up, you know, because you have to hold in case of the back throw, but there you go. That's how it works. And right here was really the gorgeous stuff. You can actually stuff out DDD's up B sometimes with projectiles. So if your character happens to have one, don't be afraid to use that to try to intercept his up B on the way back. And right here, just such a wild I'm trying to even like say anything as a play-by-play by that.
It's weird, dude.
But it happened so quick.
Yeah, I didn't even get that last plan, but it's fine. It was a down throw down air. You guys get it. So
yeah,
yeah.
That's a DI mix-up. You already know. You've seen him do it before. All right. If you have a problem with it, just go to his chat and ask him to do it again. Okay.
Yeah, quite literally, man, and he will. I'm sure we'll see that. Speaking of things we
taking
see,
requests.
dude, I don't remember the last time I've seen Maverick Hunter play against Rivers. It's
Dude.
been a little while for that.
This is like... I'm not calling it a blast from the past. I'm not, because like that calling it a blast from the past is like saying pre-pandemic times. It's like, hey, you remember people? Yeah, I remember that. Like, I'm not calling people a blast from the past.